allowed to talk about the aptitude test.
But, I mean, you're not really nervous?
Not until now.
Well, anyways, be yourself. You'll do fine.
Beatrice Pryor, please report to the aptitude testing room.
That's me.
Welcome to the choosing ceremony. I'm so excited to see our children grow up and form lives of their own. Now remember, when your name is called, you will go to the middle of the auditorium. An adult will hand you a knife and you will slit your hand until there is enough blood to be dripped into the bowl of the faction you choose. Glass represents the faction Candor, who values honesty. Gray stones represent the faction Abnegation, who values selflessness. Hot coal represents the faction Dauntless, who values courage. Water represents the faction Erudite, who values knowledge. Last but not least, soil represents the faction Amity, who values kindness and friendship. You can choose to stay in the faction that you were born in, or switch faction and abandon your family. Let your choosing begin.
Oh.
Dauntless initiation starts immediately. Be prepared to face your fears and discover new ones. As Dauntless, you'll need to face your fears and never stand out, but there is a difference between courage and stupidity. As part of your initiation in a faction of Dauntless, you'll need to jump off this building. So, who wants to go first?
That's a little hot.
First jumper, what's your name? Think about this. You can be whatever you want.
Tris.
Well, Tris, I'm your group trainer. Welcome to Dauntless. Get it?
Yes?
Oh. What do you think you're doing?
Seeking higher ground. I don't think I'm doing anything.
Well then, what do you think is the point of this? I mean the exercise, not the climbing.
Learning about strategy, teamwork maybe. That doesn't seem to be a Dauntless priority anymore.
Oh. Now tell me, what do you think learning strategy has any part to do with bravery? Are you human, Tris? Being up this high doesn't scare you at all?
No. You're afraid of heights? How do you survive in the Dauntless compound?
I ignore my fear. When I have to make decisions, I pretend it doesn't exist.
Stop! I'm done. I'm done.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said I'm done.
Really? You're done? Get up. Follow me.
Sit. I know it was your voice in the simulation. I mean the aptitude test. Correct. The aptitude test is by far my greatest achievement as a scientist. I looked up your results, Beatrice. Apparently, there was a problem with your test. It was never recorded. And your results had to be reported manually. Did you know that? No. Did you know that you're one of 2 people to ever get an abnegation result and switch to Dauntless? No. What made you choose Dauntless? What does this have to do with anything? Aren't you going to reprimand me for abandoning my faction and seeking out my brother? Faction before blood, right? Come to think of it, why am I in your office in the first place? Aren't you supposed to be important or something? I will leave the reprimands to the Dauntless. As to the reason for your presence here, a quality of my faction is curiosity, and while pursuing your records, I saw that there was another error with another one of your simulations. Again, it failed to be recorded. Did you know that? How did you have access to my records? Only Dauntless have access to those. Because Erudite developed the simulations, we have an understanding with the Dauntless, Beatrice. I am merely concerned for the competence of our technology. If it fails while you're around, I have to ensure that it doesn't continue to do so. You understand? I don't know how they work, but the liquid I was injected with made me sick to my stomach. Maybe my simulation administrator was just distracted because he thought I would throw up, and he forgot to record it. I got sick after my aptitude test, too. Do you habitually have a sensitive stomach, Beatrice? ever since I was young. You have been extremely successful with the simulations. To what do you attribute the ease of which you complete them? I'm brave. I'm the best initiate they've got. You want to know why I chose Dauntless? It's because I was bored. I was tired of being a wussy little do-gooder, and I wanted out. So you don't miss your parents? Do I miss getting scolded for looking in the mirror? Do I miss being told to shut up at the dinner table? No, I don't miss them. They're not my family anymore. Can I take that to mean that you agree with the reports that have been released about the political leaders of this city? Wholeheartedly.
Sit, rebels.
Yes, I can see that. You. I expected. All the trouble with your aptitude test results made me suspicious from the beginning. But you, Tobias, or should I call you Four, managed to elude me. Everything about you checked out. Let's see. Test results, initiation simulations, everything. But here you are nonetheless. Perhaps you could explain to me why that is.
You're the genius. Why don't you tell me?
My theory is that you really do belong in navigation, and your divergence is weaker.
Your powers of deductive reasoning are stunning. Consider me odd. Now that your intelligence has been verified, you might want to get on to killing us. You have a lot of navigation leaders to kill.
Don't be silly. There's no rush. You're both here for an extremely important purpose. You see, it perplexed me that the Divergent were immune to the serum that I developed. So I've been working to remedy that. I might have with the last batch, but as you know, I was wrong. Luckily, I have another batch to test. Why bother? I have had a question since I began the Dauntless project, and it is this. Why are most of the Divergent weak-willed, God-fearing nobodies from abnegation of all factions?
Weak-willed? It requires strong will to manipulate assimilation. Last time I checked, weak-willed is mind-controlling an army because it's too hard for you to train one yourself.
I am not a fool. A faction of intellectuals is no army. We are tired of being dominated by a bunch of self-righteous idiots who reject wealth and advancement, but we can do this on our own. And your Dauntless leaders were all too happy to oblige me if I guaranteed them a place in our new, improved government.
Improved? Yeah, right.
Yes, improved. Improved and working toward a world in which people live in wealth, comfort, and prosperity. At whose expense? All that wealth, it doesn't come from anywhere. Currently, the factionless are a drain on our resources, as in abnegation. I'm sure that once the remains of your old faction are absorbed into the Dauntless army, Candor will cooperate and we will all be finally to get on with things.
Get on with things. Make no mistake, you will be dead before this day is over.
Perhaps you can control your temper. You would not be in this situation to begin with, Tobias.
I'm in this situation because you put me here. The second you orchestrated an attack on innocent people.
Innocent people? I find that a little funny coming from you. I would expect Marcus's son to understand that not all those people are innocent. Can you honestly tell me that you wouldn't be too happy with the fact that your father was killed in the attack?
No. Release's evil didn't have to do with widespread manipulation of an entire faction and the systematic murder of every political leader we have.
Those who refuse to accept our leadership must be closely monitored. You will be the first test subject, Tobias. Beatrice, however, you are too injured to be much of use to me, so your execution will occur at the conclusion of this meeting.
No. I'd rather die.
I'm afraid you don't have much choice in that matter.
Four. You're not yourself. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Chelsea, will you do that move? Right behind your knee. That was paralyze your muscle. That's me, dude. When you did that.
Don't paralyze my muscle!
No.
Yeah!
You're lifting your leg up. When you want to.
Ow! Chelsea, grab my leg! It hurt me!
Now shout something.
Really?
Shout something like really loud. No, like what someone would actually say in a script.
I'm Divergent.
Stupid. Don't kick me. On film,
What, like that?
Jake just kicked a girl. You just got it on film and you kicked me.
Alright, you want to fight, Chelsea?
I want to fight.
Yeah. Free for all!
Shut up, John.
We're on phase live.
This is boys being boys.
Like the garage door.
You see what we have to deal with, Miss Langme? Thank you, Miss.